Hey, YouTubes again. I took my break, had some dinner. Um, got all the legs done. They worked pretty good. I am gonna, what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna put a brace here to here, just to stabilize a little bit. When they were sitting in the house over the summer or over the winter, they were fairly straight. They were a little crooked, but I figured to put them inside and keep them dry and keep any dirt or dust off of them from my garage and whatnot. And they turned a little bit and whatnot. Oh well, that's what you get with the home Menards or Home Depot lumber. They're wet, and then when they dry, I had them stacked and some weight on them, but still didn't help. Um, and then I'm going to use those pieces of wood I got from the honeybee farm. Put them in here, all the way down, like that. This is a 2-inch space here. And I'll go get a 2-inch piece of foam tomorrow. And then when I put on the select pine, it's going to come up even higher, and then probably get an inch and a half. I think that's what I'll have, is like an inch and a half here. And then I'll come that way. My layout's going to be northern Wisconsin. We got Rhinelander. Well, if you're looking at it my direction, and go over here. So, like Rhinelander will be over here. There's an old railroad track that runs just south of me, and it's gone now. You can just see the mound. I'm gonna have the old 8 railroad running around, and it used to go out to Monaco, and then up to Gaugin, and then Gaugin has one that comes back and then comes into Rhinelander. There used to be another one which went along the lakes. These are all timber rails, and then off the old railroad tracks, one is still there. It could be used if they clean it up, chop all the trees down, and just maintain it. Um, right now it's exempt. It might come back, who knows. But yeah, from Gaugin would be up here, Monaco here. They had, they call it short track or short lines, smaller track. It would run out to all the different lumber areas. And now they turned all those roads into, fire roads. They have this Pelican River Forest over here. The Pelican River runs down here, just on the other side of the track. So think about running a river, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it'd be kind of, I wish I had something bigger, more room in a house, but really like to build me like a 16 by 26 or maybe a 32 two-story shed. I got to see if the county will even let me do anything like that, but don't have the money. So I got a little GoFundMe. It was a joke, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it out and see if somebody helps out. I could use about 20 grand is how much I would need to get the kit and gravel and all that. I'm not gonna put a concrete pad. I'm gonna do gravel, and then I'll put stone around the gravel. It'll all be able to drain. But yeah, let's get going on these. We'll measure them out, the distance. So what did we have? There, let's do it this way. I think I remember this side. So 90 and an eighth. 90 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Let's see how that works. And the temperature's dropping right now. Oh, May 6th or whatever day it is. This is the coldest spring we've had since I've lived here 10 years almost. We're having snowflakes coming down. Tomorrow's going to warm up though. So I'm going to actually need to divide that differently. All right. See how that comes out. One of my neighbor's kids over there or something singing. I don't know if you can hear that. So I actually need to adjust that. What's that the wrong button? Because that's. So 90 inches. I feel a little stupid right now. 90 inches, I want to divide. Oh, yeah. 80. Kind of an odd number. All right. I think what I'm going to do. One foot on each side. That should be good right there. Okay. That's one. Then I need two. 6. I'll make sure I got my marks right here. Get this out of there. It's messing me up. Okay. Mm-hmm. That. 34. 17. One. Oh, forgive me on my last video. I kept standing in the way. I didn't even realize it. I'm not much of a filmmaker. All right. Yeah, I went back and watched it. Oh, you dummy. And hopefully this is still 34 too. Oh. Well. Yeah. Close enough. Yeah. There. I don't believe these are exactly 1.5 inches, so I'm going to have. Oh, pretty close. Go up a little bit. So it's actually 1 inch and 7/8 heavy. That's the first one. So I got a real heavy piece of metal here, kind of holding the table down. Wants to, and then I got a Devil Forge, and this is one of my mess ups. I make big solid copper spheres, 4-pound cannonballs. This one didn't turn out so well, but I would get them nice and round, hammer them, polish them, hammer them, polish them. And I'd sell them for 150 bucks, 100 bucks, and they sell. It was amazing. I haven't done it in a while. And then doing small engine, and I'm taking a break from it. Do it out of my garage, neighbors, friends, whatever. I got some friends that run businesses, and they're always having me fix it. Engine, lawnmowers, all kinds of stuff. And the county was coming by and asked me, "Oh, you can't be running a business or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, for God's sakes!" Told them I'm not. Just tinkering, fixing my neighbor's stuff, and trying to enjoy life. So I figured that was a sign to take a break and get on my table. start enjoying my time. Life's short. I just lost a brother a year ago. He was in perfect health. He just had a fall and was a blood clot. That was a whammer. So it kind of got me thinking I got to start living. I went camping last year with the dog. Love that. That was fun. And some fishing, northerners, walleye, perch, bluegill. Nothing big enough to really keep. Plus, I had plenty of backpacking, MREs, and took the canoe out. Found a real nice spot out in that pelican forest that I like to go out to. It's all hardwood, old growth. So there's obviously a ton of hardwood that's been dead and whatnot. So you can just chop it up and get a good pile. That'll last you all weekend. So not like if you're going to a pine forest or something like that, it burns up like that and you got to constantly hound for it. So I like going there. Good hunting spot and stuff out there too. Turkey, ptarmigan, or grouse, deer, bear, and occasionally we get some moose out there, but they don't have any moose tags around here yet. Not until the population gets overwhelming, which I don't say would be very long. I lived in Colorado for a while, and the moose came into the towns and stuff all of a sudden right before I moved, and they started to open up tags, and all the wacky liberals are freaking out, animal rights people. But not until you get attacked by one and beats up your dog and it starts pounding on you, and you change your mind. But if I offend anybody, sorry. Wife's a bitch. Alright, so I'm going to screw these two in first. And I'm going to set these off the side. Got me a free door today in our Argon lumber. Actually, dusted off. It's actually in really good shape. They're mishaps. So they weren't used for many years. Look at the size of that double pane. That is going in my front door. It is really insulated. That's not metal. It's some kind of vinyl or something. That's a piece of metal. That might be wood. Some kind of fabricated wood. I do have to get my kit out and cut into these a little bit for the hinges. But I wanted a window in the front door instead of me opening up the door looking for the cats all the time. I have 4 cats and they like to run out and do their thing and whatnot. I can at least look out and watch my neighbors. Alright, so I'm going to get that drill. I'm thinking I kind of only want to put one in, but maybe I should glue it. 1 screw, maybe 2. Really tiny screws. Yeah, I'll do 2. Let's go 1 size smaller. See what size screws are. These I don't even need. You have self-tapping. Yeah, we're just going to go in. There is the other one. I had these screws for 15 years, kept waiting to use them. Did some kind of weird trim on a house in Colorado and bought them. Only used a few. No, I'm gonna use them on this. So this week I'm gonna try to get this thing all set up and in the house. And then I got an elderly couple that live down the street and finish painting and doing some fascia boards, replacing some rotten stuff. And then we're gonna do a metal roof. I told them I don't want to do a metal roof, but all right. Yeah, I'm doing it by myself. So I gotta fabricate some lifting things and pulleys. And it's so hard to get anybody who knows what the hell they're doing nowadays and even want to work. Unless they're drunk. Yeah, I'll help you. And then it comes down to it. Oh, I'm busy. Yeah, I think I better drill them. I just don't trust it. I want a good grab. Yeah, I'm gonna drill. Makes it easier to go in. I'm gonna go smaller than that one. I'm not even gonna worry about gluing these guys. In case I want to move them or something later. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's that select pine I'm gonna use. Nice finish. Even this stuff's kind of warped in the house because of the knotting. We'll suck it in really good. I'm going to do it a red oak color. Makes it a dark stain on this pine. And then a clear coat. Once I get everything put together, I'm just going to stain everything. Put the foam in. Glue it down. Start figuring out where I'm going to lay the track. I'm going to just do 2 rails. Maybe a figure 8 up on a hill or something. I don't know. Because I kind of wanted to follow the territory here. Coming into Rhinelander, coming out, going on to Monaco, coming back up. But, you know, obviously, it's a super small scale. It's not going to be realistic. Man, these need to go nice. What the hell are these made at? Treated lumber approved. I can't see. They're pretty nice ones. Trim screws. Another thing about having this wood in the house all winter, with the wood stove going, boy, the wood really dried out and became white. Trying to make it as light as possible. The handles on there too. Then whatever side I'm figuring is going to be a little box that you can unplug with your controls. And I may just do it right in the middle. And just have everything kind of hook it on, and I can take it off, unplug it, put it in the back of the car or whatever. I want to start going to some train shows. I think that'd be fun. What else do I went to an auction a couple days ago. One of the kids in the auction was loading me up. Big horse hay feeder, which my buddy bid on by mistake. His wife wasn't too happy. Well, he was helping me move it, and he let go of it before I was ready, and my back went. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" Because now my lower back is killing me. You may hear me grunting a little bit. Eventually, when I do get this train layout together, I'm going to have cameras set out and just have live video of it running. I think that'd be fun. Scott Rails, David Scott. He's got his own YouTube channel. I'm sure some of you guys will know who he is. I like his channel. I think he's been doing it 2 years now. And, he's got a pretty cool setup. I like his live shows. Sometimes they're, no offense, Dave, but they're a little boring. You got his Dancing Dan little guy running around on a motorized road. And then trashy cans zipping around. He's got a chain running underneath the thing and magnets for his cars. Really, really neat. He made. And he's got a little guy that spins around as he's running. Dancing Dan. He knows a little bit more about editing and stuff like that, and adding things to your videos than I do. Let's see if we can put another one in without it dropping the other one. Yeah, better not. So that the price of everything so far, I mean, I grabbed a couple 2x4s, like $4, or you know, they're 3 something, and these pine board legs, I think they're 4 or 5 a piece, maybe more. And then obviously all these pieces of wood I got in the bucket, I got a shed full of them. For free, well, $10 for the kindling. I just filled up the back of my Jeep. And then the select pine, obviously that's like $12, $14 a board, or $20 a board nowadays. I mean, I got it last year, but you can see why people don't want to build much anymore. Because they don't want to pay all that money. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Alright, I'll do this one. So I definitely have enough room. I will drill little holes for each one for electrical. I'm going to do DC and the other. Obviously you can do both. But I think first off I'm just going to run 2 Bachmann's DC controllers. That's what I got right now. For 2 different tracks. And then I can run just a DC on the one. And if I want to run them, the switches and stuff, just use the one controller, flip the switch so it electrifies everything. There's another guy on YouTube, really good, Steve's Trains. And then Marklin from Sweden. I like him, he's kind of funny. I really like Marklin's videos. He's really detailed in how he does his layout work and how he makes things. Yeah, it seems a little high. I might cut the legs down a little bit, but I've got an entertainment center that's going to fit right underneath this. I want to be able to pull it out some and get behind it or whatnot and have that entertainment center when I have my computer and whatever Wi-Fi thingy and all that. Eventually, if I ever get the money, build me a decent shed over here on my right with a 2-story and stairs, and I'll be going in there and I'll be adding other layouts. And when I die, I got somebody in the family that will probably get it, put it in a trust, or just give it to her. She's got a son, or maybe she'll have more kids in the future, who knows. I almost got the house paid, well, halfway paid off, but I'm getting some other bills I got to take care of first. And I'd like to knock out my house. I went up a little bit. No, let's put the board in there first. Ooh, it's tight. No, that's all right. Perfect. I think once I start getting everything screwed together, get that foam in here glued down, put a bunch of weight on it. This is a piece of concrete on my driveway is pretty straight, flat. It is on a drainage that way. I couldn't do it over here because it'd be up because of that big crack in the concrete. Really, I was gonna do it in the house, but then with the cats, dogs, couldn't be walking around it. I did a couple doors in my interior of the house, and wake up in the morning, there's cat hair or cat prints on the stain or the varnish. I was like, darn it. All right, almost done with these. Okay. See how you guys see that. Well, when I measured these, I measured exactly from here to here. So I just straighten them up a little bit. Not bad. Just get a little more stability. Figure out how high I want them. All right, let's measure that. 10. There we go. So 3 feet. I have that 17, 18. I'll go 18. I'll just go 18 mark. Now, how to attach it without getting a bunch of screws and stuff sticking out of it. Yeah, it should come in a little bit. There, right in the center. So I will drill underneath and then in the back. You want to sand these real quick. Or get them in there. I'll turn you off here. Not so loud. Sounds good. I don't know if you guys can hear those birds. We got some really cool birds up here. I like the blue jays. A machine gun bird. There's somebody knows what kind of bird that is. You can hear it. We got them pileated woodpeckers, eagles, osprey. Pretty neat place up here. All right. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on. I'll back her out a little bit. That tightened it up. You guys still recording or I'm talking to myself? Oh no. Oh, we're still recording. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I already put one in there. All right, get down. Hopefully we make it without hitting that other screw. Yep. Ah, I hit that one. Damn it. Yeah, as long as no little kid climbs on us, I think it'll be all right. Or fat kid. Oh, is that right? It is a fat kid at Walmart golf cart or Walmart shopping carts. Much tighter. There we go. I had more time and do tennis and mortars. All right, well, let's do the last one, and I think I'm done for the night. An 18. Yeah, it makes it look nice. It's going to be a little tricky. You're going to hit one side, kick it in a little bit, come over, pull it up. I wonder if I can actually get hydraulics. That's an idea. Cylinder on them. That'd be kind of neat. Have to think about that one. Some way to pull them up on their own while you hold it. All right, I'm going to shut you off again. I'm going to sand this one. Oh, that actually looked pretty good. Thought that was a dent. Oh, I think we'll go that way. Dang it. Broke another one. I got a knot. That's why. Well, I think I can get her out. Oh no. You kidding me? Oh, I gotta shove it through somehow. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Well, oh, wait, I got an idea. Where did I come in? That way. I hate when it happens. The thing I hate about using that little Dremel tool with it bites the metal. Some little shavings are so sharp and they get everywhere. And then like an hour later, you're feeling them in your hands and your ass, whatever else. All right, screws. 'It kind of went off there, didn't I? Oh well, it'll work. So I want that. 18. I have trouble seeing. Sucks getting old. Oh, this one's kind of tight. Just eyeballing it. Looks good for my house. All right. Let's see if the table is full. So that stiffened it up some. Oh, hell yeah. So before, each end was coming up. That end was coming up, and that end was coming up. You still see it a little bit. But we'll leave the weights on there. My cannonball. I think I'm done for now. Tired. I've been around all day. But yeah, I'm going to get 2-inch foam board in here. And then select pine. Give you a better view. I forgot to move you back. I'm going to have the select pine coming up. I'm going to 1 inch up, so I can put 1 inch, another layer 1-inch foam. And we'll 45 the ends and go around it like that. Then I'll go to the hardware store tomorrow and we'll get some nice handles to go on the ends. I think that'd be best. I have them on the side where you can dummy going through a door like, you're not going to be going through a door like that. So I'm also considering, once I get all the trim and everything done, is building a top with the select pine and some 1-inch and a acrylic glass on top. And then I'll have hinges on whatever end I feel like, with hydraulic cylinders or gas shocks. And when I unlatch it, it'll go up on its own and then close it. Because I got animals and I would burn a wood stove, cat hair, dog hair, dust. I want to keep it clean. I think I am going to have to drop the legs down a little bit though. It's just a little perfect for me. Need some shorter people and stuff. They're going to be bumping their elbows. So let's see what the height is right now. Oh, don't fall off. Get back there. I think it's higher than most train tables, but so I'm at 40 inches. It was at 38 and a half, but I got those pads on the bottom. So it's 38 and 3/4. Plus with the inch of this going up, it'll be 40 and 3/4. Let's see if I can take off a little bit. So I've got 36 inches and a quarter. Well, I'll figure that out. I think it's going to be a nice table. It seems pretty solid now. I'm trying to keep my copper ball there. Cannonball. This is some tungsten steel here. I gave it to me. He handed it to me and almost fell on my foot. It's so heavy. That's probably what they made a World War. That's some heavy stuff. So that would probably be bore type mortars, heads, who knows. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to need any kind of braces, but I might just design something. Maybe from here, kind of up. Well, I think those things are locked in pretty good. Having those braces on there helps. All right. Well, I am done. Thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm going to call the train section. Dave's trains. There's too many Daves out there. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.